Hi everyone from sunny Yorkshire. We're having a lovely family weekend in the lovely county, visiting some family, but also doing a bit of sightseeing as well because we love coming up here. So we're trying to sort of spread that love with Bubs as well, to get him used to coming up here to see his family and stuff. So yeah, we thought we'd bring you along to see what you think. Normally when we come up here we actually stay in Airbnbs, but this time around we're actually staying in a travel lodge because it was the cheapest thing we could get. But the rooms are actually really nice in this one. We're staying at the one, it's in Monk's Cross it's called. And it's less than a year old, so it's very nice. The air conditioning and the heating actually work. There's plugs everywhere. I'm used to having to like plug stuff at the other side of the room, like my phone and everything. So having to like get up when your alarm goes off and shit like that. But none of that now. It's actually lovely. And we've got a lovely view of some Yorkshire fields and the motorway in the distance. But yeah, very, very nice. So but yeah, rather than talking about the hotel room, let's actually get out and see York, because today we're actually going into the city of York. So should be fun. That's what a southerner in the north looks like. We're gonna get the breakfast. So we're parked up, heading off for breakfast at one of our favourite places we like to go to that's actually on the Shambles. We haven't had the Shambles. You'll see why it's so amazing in a minute. Here we are getting our breakfast in the Earl Grey tea room in the Shambles. So we come here, we make a thing of coming here every time because it is always lovely, and as you can see the place itself is absolutely beautiful, especially when it's dolled up for Christmas. Where's your nose? So just outside the famous Betty's Tea Rooms, and as you can see there's always a massive queue when there's a smaller version with no queue just around the corner.
We're super lucky today because it's just dry as anything, not a cloud in the sky today in York. And I think it's the first day of the Christmas markets, so it's been nice walking around there. But we've just been wandering around and gave Bubs a bit of a wander as well because we were getting a bit antsy just sat in the pram all day. So I think we're going to head off for some lunch at somewhere we've always wanted to go but never really had the chance to go, so taking you along. So we've come to the place called, it's the York Roast Company, where they famously do basically a roast dinner in a wrap or a giant Yorkshire pudding, and we wanted to come here for absolutely ages and we've never really done it, so yeah, we wanted to give it a go. It's just like absolutely full, so we've got a pork wrap and a turkey meal. I'll show you the meal in a second, I just want to bite into it. It's good. It's basically a roast dinner in a wrap. Love it. So good. Pretty sweet gravy. There's turkey stuffing. I think there's turkey. Yeah, no pork. So this is the meal version. We've got turkey for this one, and some cranberry sauce. But yeah, it's basically the exact same, except it's not in a wrap. It's obviously they use the Yorkshire pudding as a dish. So waiting to tuck in, chop the turkey. On this one you get roast potatoes in the mill, that's why we got the mill in, and as well as the wrap. So I was like, you've got to try roast potato. If I can get one. Jesus Christ. Everything just falls apart. Okay, right. Such a good roast potato. It's like the thing that makes a roast dinner, is a roast potato. Yeah, it's the same thing. You've got green beans, parsnip, Brussels, carrots, and it's covered in gravy. Miraculously, Bubs actually slept through that feast. Completely stuffed after that amazing meal. So we're just going to walk down the shambles and we're going to go to a very special shop for certain persons' Christmas presents, maybe. Can't confirm. I know it's not December yet, but the smell is everywhere, so I just had to get one, and because it's cold it's warming up my hands. Mulled wine. Yeah, they're selling specialty mugs. You can see. I think you'll come out. We decided to have a walk around the Guildhall after the mulled wine. We didn't go in because we've been in before, and we just didn't want to take Bubs in there that day. But we just love walking around because it's such a beautiful building, as a lot of the old buildings are in York. It's just such an amazing historical city, and it's one of the biggest reasons I actually love going there. Just the whole place just reeks of history, and it's just so beautiful to look at. Another thing that people probably don't know about York is that it has quite a strong Viking link, hence why you have the Jorvik Centre, which I highly recommend taking kids to. We also took a trip to Valhalla, which is a Viking themed pub bar place, which we absolutely love going to because it has great music, a great atmosphere, great food and great alcohol, as you can see by the mead that we're actually drinking there. Absolutely beautiful stuff. We decided to get Bubs a platter because he didn't actually eat anything for lunch, but unfortunately we ended up eating most of it because he just didn't know what to make of it really. Good morning. So this is our second day of the long weekend we're having in Yorkshire. We had a lovely day in York yesterday, very tiring, and I think it really took it out of Bubs yesterday. But yeah, we had a lovely time. Slept a little bit better, but even though these are lovely rooms, their pillows are atrocious. It's just like, one pillow's not enough, but two is just too much, so it's just trying to work out what's not going to screw up my neck if I do one or two pillows. Anyway, by the by, today we're off to Whitby, and I'm super excited because the weather is absolutely amazing, and I don't think we've actually ever been to Whitby when it's not been pissing down with rain. So even though it's going to be really cold, it's going to be a really beautiful day. There's a few clouds in the sky compared to yesterday, but nowhere near as bad as just a day where it's just absolutely atrocious rain. So yeah, so we plan to go to the Abbey because I haven't been up there for ages, and then get some fish and chips, probably some Whitby scampi along the way. So yeah, come along with us. So we made it to Whitby Abbey. It's so cold, but it's absolutely beautiful here. The clouds have come in, but it still doesn't take away just how beautiful this place is. I mean, if you haven't heard of Whitby Abbey, where have you been? You've been living under a rock for like centuries. But yeah, there's been something on this spot for over 1,000 years, or nearly 1,500 years actually. The first Christian monastery, I think, was built here in like 657 AD, and I think it was like Anglo-Saxon Christian king that actually built something here. And then later on it became the Benedictine Abbey, and that's basically what we see today. and then basically it was put in its current state basically by Henry VIII when he decided to basically carry out the dissolution of the monasteries around like the 1580s, I think it was. So there was something here for nearly 1,000 years, and then Henry VIII came along and just fucked it all up. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful here, and if you've never been here and you're tempted by coming to the north of England, this is definitely somewhere you need to come. It's also very famous because it's in I don't know if it is in the book, I think, isn't it? Whitby Abbey, I think, is in the book Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Pretty sure it's in the film, or it's mentioned in the film, I think. I don't think they actually filmed it. But yeah, so it's got that sort of it's a very spiritual place. Whether you're a believer in like the organised religion, or you're just spiritual, just in the general sense, there is definitely something here for everyone, I think. Definitely worth a visit. So we've parked up in Whitby. Gonna have a walk around. But first we're gonna warm up and get some lunch. There's only one thing you need to buy when you come to the coast, and that's fish and chips. So we took a walk down to our favourite place to buy fish and chips. Luckily they could fit us in because it was incredibly busy that day. Not surprising because it was such a beautiful day in Whitby for once. I ordered the typical cod and chips and mushy peas. Don't at me, mushy peas are amazing. And my husband ordered the local Whitby scampi because it just has to be done, really. So we shared each other's food, and it was, as usual, absolutely delicious and as fresh as it could get. So just before the light dies for the day, I thought we'd head over to another spot we haven't been for years, called Robin Hood's Bay. It's not far from Whitby. It's only like a 10-minute drive, but it's absolutely beautiful. All downhill, which is great until you have to get back to the car when it's all uphill. But yeah, absolutely stunning. As you can probably tell, it was out of season, so Robin Hood's Bay is very quiet compared to the last time we were there, but it was lovely to see it again, and hopefully we can go back there in season and see more of it with Bubs. So I hope you all enjoyed that little video. Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas, and I shall see you all in the new year. Bye!